How does a rook capture pieces? Have you ever wondered how a rook captures pieces in chess? This powerful piece has some straightforward rules that make it easy to understand, especially for beginners. Let's break it down. First, the rook moves along ranks, which are the rows, and files, which are the columns on the chessboard. It can glide any number of squares in these directions, but it cannot jump over other pieces. This means if there are friendly pieces blocking its path, the rook cannot move past them. Now, when it comes to capturing an opponent's piece, the rook must land directly on the square occupied by that piece. It cannot leap over other pieces to make a capture. So, having a clear path is essential. If there are pieces in the way, you will need to move them first to allow your rook to reach its target. Understanding how the rook captures is key to developing your strategy. For example, if you see an opponent's piece that you want to capture, check if your rook has an unobstructed line to that piece. If it does, simply move your rook to that square, and the opponent's piece is removed from the board. Another useful tactic is using your rook to block an opponent's piece. By placing your rook in the path of an opponent's piece, you can prevent them from capturing one of your pieces. This defensive move can be very effective in protecting your pieces. Additionally, the rook plays a role in a special move called castling. In this maneuver, the king moves two squares towards the rook, and the rook jumps to the square next to the king. This move helps to safeguard your king while also activating your rook. For beginners, it is important to remember a few tips. Rooks are most effective when they control open files and ranks, especially in the center of the board. This positioning allows them to exert pressure on your opponent. Also, coordinating your rooks with other pieces, like pawns and queens, can create powerful attacking combinations. The more you practice with your rook, the better you will become at using it strategically. By mastering the rook's movement and capture, you will build a solid foundation for your chess skills. Understanding these basics will help you as you continue to learn and grow in the game.